Greetings, this is Anubrata Das, pursuing PhD in IIT Kanpur. Today I am going to present the work titled An Adaptive PQ Management Technique for Grid Voltage Regulation in PV Systems, authored by me, Dr. Badgelis from Imperial College London, Professor Sandeep Anand from IIT Bombay, and Professor Soumyaranjan Sahu from IIT Kanpur. So, what are the reasons behind the poor voltage regulation in the grid system? The power flow in the modern grid is becoming stochastic in nature with the proliferation of PV inverters and the electric vehicles. Also, the intermittent nature of the active power production by the PV inverter because of the cloud dynamics and the slow response time of the conventional voltage regulators like on-load tap changing transformers, switch capacitors and voltage regulators make the voltage poor. However, the good local voltage profile is necessary to support the voltage sensitive load in the grid. Therefore, for a present day system, the voltage regulation through deployed PV inverters are economically viable. Now, why adjusting both active and reactive power to regulate the voltage? Because for a weak grid where R by X ratio is more than 1, the voltage is coupled with reactive as well as the active power. Therefore, the questions are: what is the ideal amount of P and Q to obtain the maximum voltage regulation, and what is the minimum P adjustment, because curtailment of P should be right to avoid the loss in the revenue. In order to find these answers, let us explore how the PV node voltage changes with the P and Q value of the PV inverter. To mathematically obtain the relation between the voltage and the P and Q of the PV inverter, a single node grid connected PV inverter system is considered. The voltage drop across the line is given by delta V is equal to PL minus PPV into R plus QL minus QPV into X upon mod of delta V2, where PL and the QL are the load, active and reactive power demand. From this equation, for delta V to be minimum, the inverter should operate at nominal capacity S norm. Therefore, substituting the expression for the QPV, we found the expression for the delta V as delta is equal to PL minus PPV into R plus QL minus root over of S nominal square minus PPV square into X upon delta V2. Now, differentiating this above expression of delta V with respect to PPV and equating it to 0, we found R by X is equal to PPV upon QPV. Therefore, this relation has to be satisfied in order to achieve the maximum voltage regulation under any loading condition. We tried to validate the mathematical relation between the voltage and the P by Q with the different values of R by X ratios through simulation. An interesting non-monotonic relation between the voltage and the P by Q ratios is observed, and which is shown in this figure. Therefore, from this trend, we can say that only Q management can improve the voltage up to a certain level. However, this does not guarantee the operation at the maximum voltage Vmax. The conventional active power curtailment technique can achieve the Vmax point. However, in that case, as the active power curtailment is done in an open loop manner, there is a risk to overtake this Vmax point under heavy overloading condition. So, only the optimal P by Q ratio, which is equal to the R by X ratio, can achieve this Vmax point. However, this P by Q ratio changes with the loading condition. Therefore, the question is how to identify this optimal P by Q ratio under variable loading condition in real time. A search algorithm similar to perturb and observe is developed to adaptively adjust the P by Q ratio under different loading condition. The search algorithm adjusts the value of the P and Q of the PV inverter in such a way that the node voltage is regulated to the Vref. And whenever Vref is not possible to achieve due to heavy loading condition, the P and Q are adjusted to achieve the Vmax as shown in this figure A and figure B. In the figure A, the voltage is regulated to Vref, and in the figure B, as Vref is higher than the Vmax, the voltage is regulated to Vmax point. And the proposed algorithm makes a fixed step change in the Q, and if the Q exceeds the inverter capacity, it curtails the P. Thus, in the step-like manner, the proposed algorithm achieves the voltage peak. As a result, with the proposed algorithm, just right amount of active power is curtailed, and it is adaptive in nature. Therefore, it tracks the Vmax value under any loading condition. A three-phase grid-connected PV inverters and its detailed control diagram are shown here. The PQ adjustment block here contains the proposed algorithm. It generates the Q schedule for the PV inverter. This Q scheduled value is passed through a saturator blocks whose values are limited to plus minus Q lim to generate the reference Q for the PV inverter. The Q limit or Q lim is the available reactive power capacity of the PV inverter and therefore given as root over of S nominal square minus P square. The Q reference is subtracted from this Q schedule to generate the amount of the active power curtailment, which is equal to delta P. The delta P is subtracted from the maximum power P MPP to generate the reference active power for the PV inverter. The D and Q axis referent current for the PV inverter is generated from this Pref and the Qref. In the inner current loop of the inverter, the reference values of the current are compared with their actual values and the error signal are passed through the PI controllers to generate the gate pulse for the inverter. To validate the proposed technique, the system under consideration is shown here. The system is loosely based on UKGDS or UK Grid 95 bus system. The actual UKGDS system consists of two PV inverters. However, to reduce the simulation time, a part of UKGDS system is considered for the simulation. And in this system, as you can see, only one PV system is considered and the rest of the network is simplified to the aggregated load and the lines. The loading for the load 1 and 2 and the PV node voltage profile are shown here. In this simulation, the PV inverter is operated in unity power factor condition, hence the PV inverter does not participate in the voltage regulation. Therefore, in this case, the node voltage, the final value of the node voltage is always less than the reference value, which is 0.96 per unit. As shown in this figure, the voltage of the PV node for the T1 duration is 0.946 per unit under nominal loading condition. And in the next duration T2, both the load are increased by a certain amount and therefore the final value of the voltage is reduced to 0.923 per unit. In the next phase, both the loads L1 and L2 are decreased a little, therefore the voltage of the PV node is increased to 0.932 per unit from its previous value. And finally, in the T4 phase, the load demand of both the loads are further decreased and therefore the final value of the PV node voltage is settled to 0.954 per unit. In order to show the advantage of the proposed technique is compared with the conventional Q injection technique and conventional active power curtailment technique. The loading profile for the two loads is shown in this graph. During the initial phase T1, all the three techniques can successfully regulate the PV node voltage to its reference 0.96 per unit value. However, in the next phase T2, as the load is increased by 25%, the regulation of the load voltage to 0.96 per unit is infeasible for all the three voltage regulation techniques. The proposed technique manages to regulate the PV node voltage to 0.949 per unit, which is the theoretical maximum limit of this PV node voltage, and which is equal to Vmax. This Vmax is shown in this dotted green line. The conventional active power curtailment technique reaches to this Vmax point and it overtakes this Vmax point and carrying on the wrong direction until the PPV becomes 0. And this results in a very low voltage 0.893 per unit and this PPV remains trapped at the 0 point for the other two durations. With the conventional Q injection technique, the voltage is raised to 0.945 per unit, which is less than 0.96 per unit. So this similar discussion can be extended for the next two duration as well. The consolidated results for all the three techniques are shown in this table and it is shown that the proposed technique gives the best performance compared to the other two techniques for all the duration. So in this work, the relation between the PV node voltage and the P by Q ratio of the PV inverter is explored. It is observed that a non-monotonic relation exists between the voltage and the P by Q ratio. An adaptive PQ adjustment algorithm is developed to track the optimal voltage point under any loading condition in a real-time manner. The proposed technique is validated in a MATLAB Simulink platform for a reduced UKGDS 95 bus system. It is shown that the proposed technique gives the better voltage regulation performance compared to the other existing techniques. Thank you.